Good morning and welcome. What's up, fellow nerds? It's 8:30 in the morning. It's the 29th day of August 2022. Can you believe we're already into fall? What happened to summer? It's about 60 degrees and mostly sunny here at Site B, and it's time to take a look at all the tabletop role-playing game news that might or might not be affecting you. And top of the news, looks like there's an expansion coming out for Coyote and Crow, and there's another interview with the creator of Coyote and Crow. Of course, it's nice that you're coming out an expansion for a game that nobody's really seen, and all you've done is call everybody who's racist if in regards to your game. So yeah, here's a chance to interview the guy about a supplement for Coyote and Crow, and where he just calls everybody racist. Yeah. Moving on. Hey, WizKids is preparing for the upcoming release of Dragonlance with several new miniature products. We knew this was coming. We've got Icons of the Realm Dragonlance, which will feature 49 pre-painted plastic miniatures sold in blind boosters with 4 figures. The best thing about this should be lots of dragons. And as you can see in the picture, here is one of the miniatures. We've got, I guess that's a Knight of Salami, maybe, or whatever you call them, riding a really awesome looking dragon. If you're familiar with the previous skirmish game that Wizards of the Coast tried to do a couple years back, the game itself was meh, but the figures were amazing. So I'm expecting the same. And if this dragon we're looking at is any example, these are going to be awesome. Why does the dragon need armor? I'm not sure, but whatever. We can expect Draconian warbands, Draconian army warbands, and Calaman military warbands. The warbands will usually include a couple soldiers, some knights, an officer, maybe a dragon. They're all going to run about $50, and then the big dragons are going to run about $90, which could be, pricey for some, but then you remember that they've tossed out some dragons that were running at like $400. So $90 instead of $400, still a little pricey, but hey, it's an awesome looking dragon. Moving on. I remember that Marvel Multiverse role-playing game that was announced, and we did the play test and looked at it. It was absolutely awful, and everybody who read it said it was absolutely awful. There was not a single decent review of it. Well, I guess the play testing had no effect whatsoever because the book is coming out, and based upon the latest errata, they haven't changed anything. And we can expect the core rulebook to be out in June of 2023, featuring the final version of the core rules, and then the first adventure, which will be coming out in July of 2023, which will feature our boy Kang, who we know is the new main villain of the Marvel Multiverse Phase 5 and 6. Maybe. I think we're all hoping for Doctor Doom or Galactus to show up, but right now it looks like the main bad guy for the MCU movies Phase 5 and 6 is Kang. Doctor Doom and the Fantastic Four, please! And on the cover here, we got, the usual band of miscreants. We got Spider-Man in the front, of course, fighting Doc Ock. We got Black Panther fighting, I guess that's Killmonger. We got Lady Wolverine fighting Sabretooth. I'm not sure why Lady Wolverine is in this. We got Thanos fighting Captain Marvel. We got Thor fighting Hela. We got Iron Man way in the back fighting Ultron. Is that supposed to be Wolverine with just really long hair, or is that supposed to be X-22, Lady Wolverine? I'm not sure. I can't tell if that's female Wolverine. Whatever. It's on the cover, so you can tell. Last errata I checked the other day. They haven't changed much of anything. It still looks pretty much the same. This game was a disaster. I really wanted it to be a phase rip Marvel homage, but no. So I do not expect good things for the final product. I won't be getting it. Mophifius, or whatever you want to call him, has released a new adventure for Star Trek called Better Days. You get to go through the Bjorn wormhole into the Gamma Quadrant, shades of DS9. DS9, Wizards of the Coast. All you had to do with Radiant Citadel was copy DS9. How could you mess up something so easy? And then do some DS9 Planet Bajor adventuring stuff in the Gamma Quadrant. Nice to see that they're starting to check out DS9 storylines. Yes! Huge fan of DS9, obviously. Wizards of the Coast will send out Learn to Play D&D weekend demo kits and related promotional items to Wizard Play Network member game stores. And anybody know of any Wizard Play Network member game stores? Probably not, unless they are stores that also run official Friday Night Magic. Because remember, in order for any game store to get the Dungeons and Dragons stuff, they have to order a certain amount of Wizards of the Coast Magic the Gathering stuff, and then they have to sell a certain amount of Wizards of the Coast Magic the Gathering stuff to get any D&D stuff. So these Wizard Play Network member game stores are the game stores that do Friday Night Magic and all the other official stuff. And then, of course, they will get these little Learn to Play D&D weekend things, which, hey, will they actually do Learn to Play D&D weekends at these game stores? Probably not, because you know what they do on weekends? Magic the Gathering. Way to go, Wizards of the Coast, to once again remind us that Magic the Gathering is your number one source of income and the number one thing you're focusing on. TCG Player, who is a collectible card game market, has announced a deal with eBay to purchase the company for $295 million. So TCG Player is buying eBay, or eBay is buying TCG Player? TCG Player, a leading secondary market for collectible card games, announced a deal with eBay to purchase the company. The deal, reportedly for $295 million, will place TCG Player under the eBay corporate umbrella, but the site will continue to run independently, at least for now. Okay, so eBay is binding TCG Player, which means I guess eBay will now have more collectible card game stuff on it. Once again, reminding us that Magic the Gathering is way more important than D&D. The Games Industry Conference is coming up. That's a new event that is being sponsored by UK Games Expo and All About Games. It's a gaming trade show. The event is targeted at retailer, publishers, designers, distributors, licensed and brands, executive game cafes, and other industry professionals. So it looks like another gaming industry conference with like gaming trade show. So familiar with Gamma and Gen Con, more of the same, but hopefully less controversy surrounded it. Anything else going on in the world of games? No, there isn't. And only, 2 stories from Wizards of the Coast? Not bad. Of course, the playtest for 1D&D is still going on, and the negative commentary is still appearing. Other than, as I refer to it as the shallow end of the D&D pool, I haven't heard anything really positive about 1D&D from anybody. As I have repeatedly said, most of the complaints about 1D&D, and there are a lot, are coming from the people who are supposedly the target audience for 1D&D. Case in point, my favorite D&D celebrity in the whole wide world, Gini D, posted yesterday that she, of all people, is not a fan of the only player characters gets to roll double damage. Monsters no longer get to roll double damage on critical hits. Gini D, of all people, said that she does not like the idea of monsters not getting to roll 2 double damage on a natural 20. And you know what? The more I think about it, the more I'm fine. I am fine that my bad guys do not get to do an extra D6 or whatever on a critical roll, because I would much rather have them do something far worse. In fact, I'm working on a table of 20 things right now that will hopefully be published soon, of things that are far worse than double damage on a natural 20. I mean, my favorite, of course, being swallowed whole. Another favorite, the undead. Think of all the horrible things undead could do to player characters on a natural 20 that's way better than double damage. How about draining a level? How about paralyzing the player character? How about giving them rotting disease? I mean, there's so many wonderfully awful things you could do to player characters that are far more frightening than just double damage. So, yeah, I, for one, am fine. Because if my bad guys can't roll double damage, they're going to do things far worse. But I'm very surprised that Gini D, of all people, said, I'm not a fan of this. Wow. Maybe she's finally wising up. But I doubt it. I am the OG GM. If you appreciate the nonsense that's coming out of my mouth, take a moment out of your time to let me know. And please subscribe. Help me hit 1,000 subs. And we'll do something crazy. Till next time, have a great day. And as always, get off my dragon, you damn kids, with your damn Raceland and your damn Kender and your damn Kellenvor and your damn monkeys.